Welcome to the TVMusic Network Podcast with Phyllis and Belinda. I'm Belinda.
And I'm Phyllis.
And today we're going to talk about American Idol.
Yes.
Season 3, or Season 18 if you're old school.
Season 3 ABC, Season 18 Fox if you're old school.
Yep.
Or nasty.
Season finale.
Yes. The end.
The end. Well, let's start. They went from a top 7 to a top 5.
Yeah, it seemed really quick, too.
Very quick. They said goodbye to them beginning of the hour.
I was top 7 for 2 minutes.
That was it. That was it. We lost Julia, which we predicted.
Right.
And we lost Louis.
Which I predicted.
Which you predicted. I thought Louis was going to be there till the end.
Bye-bye, Louis.
I was surprised.
I figured Louis was leaving when he did those 2 songs, and then Katie gave him the brush off.
Yeah.
So I was like, bye, Louis.
Katie's been singing Louis' praises since Hollywood Week.
And then she opened her eyes.
Yeah, she got her the last week that Louis wasn't a One Direction member.
Yeah, finally got her.
Finally got it.
Found out that he was,
who knows?
Yeah.
Well, will we see Louis again? I know his EP.
Yeah, we'll see him again.
I think his EP, I think he has EP out already. I think he does. I think he put out 5-thing EP.
We'll see him again in the sense that next year or year after round ago, so-and-so American Idol alum Louis has signed the so-and-so deal. Or he wrote a song for so-and-so. I mean, he should start writing songs for people is basically what he should do.
Do you think would you go see him if he played at the Hotel Cafe?
No.
Okay. All right.
Not that I don't see anything in him.
That.
Because I don't think I would go to the Hotel Cafe and see many people. Maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
Maybe 1.
Okay, a band's playing at the Roxy, and Louis...
No.
A band you're going to go see at the Roxy's playing.
No.
And Louis Night's opening. Would you go an hour early and see Louis?
No.
Oh, okay.
But no offense to Louis. I don't think I would rarely go to see anybody.
Okay.
They'd have to be really special. Chris Daughtry level.
Okay, Chris Daughtry's playing the Roxy.
Level. Yes.
So you're going.
Yes, I will see him.
Louis opening for Chris Daughtry. Are you going at 8 o'clock, or are you just showing up at 9:15 in time to get there for 9:30 for Chris Daughtry?
Yeah, I'm getting there just in time for Chris.
Okay, but you'll say hi to Louis on the way out.
If I see him. If I recognize him.
Okay. Wow. Okay, well, there goes Louis. So Louis and Julia were eliminated at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And off they went.
Yeah, which was kind of sad for Julia.
Yeah.
Because I did think that she was really talented. She had a really lot of good things going for her. I mean, she was a piano girl, and with Sophia being gone, that was
her chance to shine.
Yeah, that could have helped her a little bit, but I don't know what it was.
I think she picked those songs out thinking Sophia would still be in the competition.
Right, and she had to stand out.
She got off the piano, and they're doing the Adele song. We talked about the last podcast.
Yeah.
It was going to work. It did not work. They're off she went. But she did win the Ryan and Kelly.
Oh, the Kelly and Ryan. They do this encore contest where you say which idol you would like to see again, which people of the top 11, top 5, top whatever.
They pick like 7 people.
And,
maybe 5 people.
Yeah. And she won that.
She won that. And she went on the show. I haven't watched it back
that
yet.
Was
but
good.
I heard she sang her original song.
Good for her.
Makes sense since she already released it. Go.
Do you think that if she would have done original songs, that they might have helped her?
No. Not in this format.
Well, that's true.
This format, unfortunately, as well, you know, if you listen to our podcast. If you don't know, well, you know, they finished the season off. They did it live from home.
Right.
They had to pre-tape the show a day before or 2 days, all that.
Yeah, and do everything remotely from people's homes, and she was stuck in her little bedroom.
And I think that hurt her.
Yeah.
If she was in the studio, she would have the original song.
Yeah.
All could have been, ooh.
And then
Katie would be like, she wrote that herself. Instead of saying gorgeous. Instead of, they could have been a whole different scenario.
But then sometimes I wonder with those, it's like they're trapped. Like they have to stay in that one little spot. It's like, could she have done a traveling video? Could she have done something, or did she have to stay in that one spot and sing?
It seemed like...
Could she change locations or backgrounds?
It seemed like what they should have done, and maybe they did, we don't know. We don't know, and we didn't talk to Julia or Louis after to find out.
Right.
Did they practice it with the mom filming it and tried it? What if I went out here by out the Zoom? Because that's the thing. Mom would be taping it, and then you go back and watch it. I'm out the Zoom. Yeah. Because they were not moving, and I think they could have moved. They just were not moving, so...
I don't know. Maybe it was the strength of the songs, too. Or the strength of the performances. Because there have been some instances where it's just a person and a guitar. They're sitting on their bed, they're sitting on the stool, or sitting on whatever, and those performances are really good. So maybe it's just the actual performance.
Yeah, it just depends. Well, anyway, they didn't get enough votes.
Bye-bye.
And they went bye-bye. So we
went
to five. So it was Dylan and Johnny and Arthur and Francisco and just Sam.
Of course.
They had to be in the top five.
Right.
The odd thing about this, I shouldn't say the odd thing about this, was that 4 out of the 5 people we predicted were going to be in the top 5 February 15th when they were featured so heavily.
Right.
In the first.
Even when we saw the showcase.
Yeah.
Where we went and saw the showcase, and there was a couple people there, and we got a chance to talk to the judges after a little brief Q&A. It was the same thing to me.
Well, they did not sell Dylan at that showcase.
No, they didn't, but he was featured.
He was featured.
And I saw him, and they showcased him enough during the broadcast, during the show, to the point where I thought he should have won.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't win. But then again, we had the ringer, who actually won. Just Sam.
Who I still don't have in the ringer category, but we have different definitions of ringers.
Okay, the fact that she won proves that she's a ringer.
No, the fact that she won
proves to me that she's a ringer.
Okay, well, the person who got the most airtime, I guess I didn't tally up. I didn't look to see. Usually somebody would go online and tally up all the airtime. I think the person who got the most airtime for the season was Louis Knight.
No.
I think Louis got the most airtime.
I don't think so.
You think it was just Sam?
Mm-hmm. I think it was just Sam. And then she got the most, sentimental portrayal of her performances. The most sensitive, the most aware.
But let's go back to Hollywood Week. If you go to Hollywood Week, there was episodes, they did a whole genre challenge, and they did a whole thing when she kind of freaked out with the girl and all that and whatever, and that didn't get a lot of airtime, her having a meltdown, as opposed to Louis.
As opposed to her missing her grandma, or not having something to wear, or not sure what she's going to do. I mean, that part of it. Not so much her singing ability. I feel like her story is what took precedence over anything.
And that was what the producers focused on. The
producers
focused on, if you look at Dylan he's back with his parents.
Right.
He used to be a drug addict. And they mentioned that he went into acting. They mentioned it slightly. Or he mentioned it slightly. They just basically made it like he's back home with his parents and the family. Mm-hmm. Johnny's whole storyline was a girlfriend. Margie got him to try out.
Right.
So, and then
he couldn't have the confidence by himself until his girlfriend saved him.
And all that. But we saw his parents a lot too. And then she disappeared. And then we got to Arthur Gunn. And Arthur Gunn was the whole thing. He auditioned he's an immigrant.
Yeah,
he auditioned.
America.
He moved here from
American Dream.
They came from campus, and they, he speaks broken English, and they, he tried out by videotape. That was his whole storyline, which could have hurt him.
Yeah.
Overall, I was wondering if that was going to hurt him or not, because
he ended up. Spoiler alert. He ended up finishing number 2.
He finished number 2. But I did predict.
You did.
The top 2.
If
you go back to our last podcast, I said it was going to be Arthur and just Sam were going to be the top 2.
Right.
I said the shot boot would be Francisco, and Francisco finished. Well, we don't really know. Because the way they did that was kind of weird, too. Let's talk about the way they did. Then we'll break down the episode.
Yeah.
So, as you know, we told you the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
They went with this. We're going to say who the top 2 are. So they put the 5 people up there.
Which were very confusing.
Yeah. And then they just said, just Arthur. Arthur Gunn. And that's when you know his sister was letting off the confetti machine.
Yeah, because they couldn't quite hear, or they weren't quite sure what was going on.
They heard Ryan say Arthur Gunn. They thought he won. They had to. There's just no way. The confetti machine
was going. The whole crowd was
Mom has the cell phone.
Everybody.
Dad has the champagne bottle.
And I'm thinking, I hope they didn't tell Paul he won, because then they're going to have to do a retraction.
Yeah, they're probably typing their story up already.
And then Ryan's like, Arthur,
can you hear? And then Ryan just said, forget it.
Yeah.
And then went on and said, and the second person is just Sam.
Right.
And that was it. And then he sat there and said, we got to say goodbye to Johnny and Dylan and Francisco. We don't know who came in 3rd.
Right.
We don't know who came in 4th. We don't know who came in 5th. Why did they do that? If it wasn't important?
Yeah, maybe it wasn't important. But then here we go.
Was it a time issue?
Johnny, Dylan, Francisco. Dylan is a West Coast guy.
Mm-hmm.
Francisco, West Coast. Johnny, he maybe
West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast. And so I feel like they kind of got the short end of the stick because they did this East Coast time, so the West Coast people didn't really get a chance to watch the show, watch the performances, and get involved in it and vote from there.
Yeah, season 1 they had an overnight vote.
Yeah,
they did it was a 2-night finale. They did an overnight vote.
I don't mind. Just do that.
They aired it in. I know last year they aired it.
They did in Mountain Time and
all time zones.
Yeah,
all time zones got to watch
except for Hawaii.
Except for Hawaii. I don't remember the first season if they aired it all time zones. No, they didn't because they did an overnight vote for sure.
Right.
Because we went to the finale. They did the first night.
Right. And then a second
voted,
night.
and then they did a second night.
Which is what I wish they would have done again.
Which is what they should have done again.
I know.
Because even last season, they did real-time voting the whole season. And then it was they did the one day. Well, not all season. Every single live show, they did the real-time voting.
One day, but it was live, like they do the Oscars.
And it was live, like the Oscars and all that. And I don't know, was it always planned that way?
I don't know.
Or do you think, well, what happened, because I know your advertising has to definitely change. If they say, oh, this doesn't cost a lot of money.
And your money, right.
Let's start eliminating stuff. And I'm sure they probably started eliminating some commercials and eliminating some different stuff.
You don't have the rent that you have on those apartments. You don't have the big, the big production.
Let's pay for her, La Brea, where she's at, yeah.
So then,
is she at Park La Brea? Anyway.
I don't know. I feel like she was at Oakwood.
I think she was at Park La Brea.
I don't know.
Anyway, both of those things aren't cheap. Put it that way.
I don't know. I just feel like just spend a little teeny bit of extra money. Katie can't take $25,000 off her thing to just like.
Katie already paid. She said my money's already in the bank.
I don't know, but I just feel like they could have bought.
I would have kept it
primetime broadcast. Maybe not a second night because they don't have enough material maybe for a second night, but they could have made some.
Well, there could have been they could have made. We saw them make a whole This Is Us special for 2-3 weeks. They could make some extra footage. We could have saw some extra interviews, some extra stuff. Them setting up their Zooms at home.
Do a whole thing of alums.
Yeah. There could have been a whole bunch they could have done. But anyway, so what they did a live show.
Yeah.
And this time it was actually, it was.
How live was it?
It was live with Ryan saying the results.
Yeah. So it was just like.
It was pre-taped once again.
Yeah, and then at 9:15, 9:20, here comes Ryan.
And Ryan popped up and then came out and set the stuff too. But let's talk about that show.
Yeah.
So once they announced the top 5, right then, first hour, boom. First hour was dedicated to the top 5 performing.
And then that was the competition.
The competition hour.
That's what you voted on.
You had till 6:15 California time to vote.
Yeah.
Now Arthur being from Connecticut and just Sam being from New York, they had an advantage.
From Kansas.
Sorry, I said Connecticut. Sorry, Kansas. They had an advantage because their fans and friends and family
8 o'clock there,
could watch it live. Right. So that is something
is Kansas? Is that East Coast time or is it Midwest?
Kansas is Midwest. So, no, but they watch it live.
2 hours?
They watch it live.
I know, but I'm saying if it's 8 o'clock in New York, is it 8 o'clock in Kansas?
I'll have to look it up.
Or is it 7 o'clock in Kansas?
No, I think I don't know. Is it really that serious?
No,
I'll look it up.
I'm trying to find out if it's real time.
Okay, I will look it up.
California got screwed,
but Kansas did not. Put it that way.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I will look it up since I'm pretty sure there are Kansas. I've been to Kansas. I'm more than positive on Chicago
Never
time.
Never been to Kansas. I'd like to go though. Smallville.
Anyway,
Clark Kent.
Anyway, it's on the same time as Chicago, and they get American Idol the same time as people in New York get it because it comes on that time frame. Okay, I answered your question then.
Yes,
all right.
you did. Thank you very much.
So we had Dylan. Dylan came out.
Dylan and Johnny and Francisco.
Yeah, they got screwed.
Completely.
And I think if there was an overnight vote, it would have changed the results.
Oh, I think so too.
Maybe no, we don't know.
I think my original prediction might have happened.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
But I still think they
would have had more time to campaign.
They had a disadvantage, Ooh, they should have went through it. Hopefully, when they learn and write down what went right, what went wrong, and look at what complaints people are going off about that.
Hopefully, they'll ask us.
They'll do whatever else too. But Dylan saying "Change the World."
Mm-hmm. He sang it very well too.
Yeah, he sang it before.
Yeah.
That was the thing too. They had this thing that once you make it. You picked a song that celebrated you're making it.
Right, like Celebrate Good Times.
Yeah, and then the second song was
a repeat song.
A repeat song that you sang before.
That's going to be your single.
That's going to be your single. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
Last week.
And we talked about it. Wasn't happy then, not happy now.
Not happy now, because it kind of forced you just to pick any song. And I think at that point, as a contestant, I would have went with the original song.
Yeah.
Why not? It's my single.
Yeah.
Win or lose, it's my single. Why sit there and be stuck with another song? Remember back in the day, they used to get those original songs. They were written by somebody else. Yeah. And they'd be like, this is your now. And
exactly.
This is your song and whatever. And some were really good. Some weren't. They all used to hit the chart back then.
Song, right.
Yeah, the coronation song. It's like, why not? I don't want to hear that, so-and-so's my song. But anyway.
Apparently those days are gone.
Those days are gone. So Dylan did change the world. Judges loved it, of course. Francisco did. Harry Styles, Adore You. They all loved it. Just Sam did Stronger by Kelly Clarkson.
Didn't love it.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
Yeah. She kept picking those Idol people's songs, and I don't know if those songs quite work for her.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes, and I've said this probably to you before, and I mentioned this on the podcast, I think. It's like the big girl, big diva girl, she probably has the potential to do it, but then she doesn't do it.
Yeah.
On everything. She just sings normal.
Yeah, she didn't hit any kind of notes.
Yeah, it's like she needed some vocal coach. Girl, teach her how to run. Like, where's Cat McPhee's sister?
Yeah.
Teach her how to, do
runs. How much time did they get with the vocal coaches?
Did they get any time?
No, because I asked that question before about the band and everything else. And they all made it said, it was just so easy because they all had worked with Chris in Hawaii, so they would just take their tracks and talk to him. But, but how long are you really talking to him?
And
they all made it sound like, that we meet with Chris and he sends our tape. And I guess they all felt so comfortable with Chris because they had worked with him already in Hollywood Week and Hawaii and all that. But I'm thinking, but now you're at home.
Yeah.
And Chris ain't around.
Exactly.
Yeah, to be, you ain't at CBS for this many weeks. So you got to think about that. And then there was Arthur.
What's wrong with Arthur?
Arthur sang I Don't Want to Be by Gavin DeGraw.
Okay, let me defend that for a second.
You defend it because I can't.
Let me defend that for a second. First of all, he had the rocky sort of guitar on it. He had his growl, whatever. And I'm thinking he's trying to be a rocker here. This is kind of fantastic. It gave me Stone Temple Pilots vibes, Imagine Dragons kind of vibes. He had his growly voice, and he tried to make it interesting by he wasn't facing just the one camera. He moved. He faced the second camera.
Yeah, he actually tried to zoom and reverse it.
Yeah, he actually tried to move and do something. So I was happy about that. What I did not like was I don't want to be. Don't want to hear it anymore. Maybe have Gavin sing it somewhere. But I don't know. I'm just a little tired and a little burnt on that song. So, yeah. But that's it. That's my defense.
Now, I love me some Gavin DeGraw.
Yes, I know.
Love Gavin. Nice guy. Hi, Gavin. Don't know if you're listening, but he'll listen. If not, we're going to send it to him.
Well,
he will be listening. Yeah, anyway.
Please listen.
Every time we see him, whatever, I just saw him in February during Grammy week. It had been a minute before we see each other. We had a nice little reunion.
Nice little chat.
Yeah. Love talking to Gavin. Love seeing him. He's a very loyal fan base. I love his fans. I love him. He's really such a nice guy.
Right.
I Don't Want to Be. That's a great song.
Yeah. Oh, and he wasn't the banana or the turtle.
Yeah.
Or the rhino.
Yeah, every year they guess
the
him.
mouse.
Yeah.
The kangaroo, the llama, anything on the Masked Singer this season.
Maybe next year.
Just so people know.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
So, but the thing with I Don't Want to Be, I only want to hear Gavin sing an Encounter.
Yeah.
When I go to Gavin DeGraw, I want to hear Gavin sing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it on a reality show.
It was okay. That's the thing.
Okay,
I liked it, but
that song, we know they got it clear because it's been how many times have we seen this song on American Idol?
License on that one.
Yeah, why are we bringing it back?
You sing it as much as you want for free.
It's like they picked them. It's like they said, we have all these songs.
Yeah.
Here's your choices. And he said he'd been watching American Idol since he was little.
10 times this year.
He used to watch it in Nepal, so he knows it's been sung before.
Which is why he sang it.
I know, just like, and then who approved it? Somebody should have said that song's been done X. Or did they say no one's going to pick an X?
No,
I don't know
what happened? I think
that's just me.
Whoever picks the song said, you know what, this season's a wash.
No.
You know what I mean? Let's just go into our playbook of what we have already. Let's not be trying to call the Prince estate and trying to get the Prince song. Let's not be trying to get, Barbara Streisand to do a song. Let's not ask the Beatles for Beatle Night. Burt Bacharach, nothing. Let's just give him any old song in the karaoke playbook.
Well, I'm sure when they were singing I Don't Wanna Be, Burt was watching like, they could have called, I would have gave some song.
Call me.
Don't they have my songs already cleared? What's the problem here? Anyway, it was a good performance, but that song, the problem was the song.
Okay, and I think that performance was good enough to get him to number 2.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
Had to be.
And then there was Johnny. Johnny did what we said.
What did he do?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. Never mind. Johnny did 2 things right.
He said, bye, Margie. Or Margie said, bye, him.
Anyway, I'm not speculating on Johnny's relationship. Margie was nowhere to be found, but Johnny.
I'm not speculating on the relationship and the fact of that. I'm just thinking about, I better be single. Oh, I better be a cover boy. Oh, I better be this.
And that was some messages on Facebook I read. They said that people didn't like that. They said she was taking over the interview. She was all over his thing.
She didn't make the top 10. She didn't make the top 20, 40, whatever.
In fact, she even posted some behind the scene look at what it was like, setting some equipment up.
See?
The other day or something. Somebody said, shouldn't he be doing that since he's the one that made it? Like, why are you still trying to get the spotlight?
Yeah.
And that didn't go over well. You had this couple. The other couple burned out and disappeared.
What other couple?
There was another couple they had on for a hot minute, and they had them audition. The same thing. They were partners.
I think I missed them.
Yeah, they were partners and all that, and they both disappeared.
All right.
The guy's name was Space Cowboy. And I'm like, you can't use Space Cowboy. Do this. I remember Grandmaster Flash. Space Cowboy.
Oh,
what's up with that?
That would have been hilarious.
He said that was his name, and I was waiting for Lionel Richie to say, wait a minute, isn't there already a Space Cowboy? Come on, Lionel. Anyway,
Lionel's like,
the girl's name was
so we're good.
He wasn't that good anyway. And the girl she was younger than him. Her name was Kat, and she was all like, you forgot about them because Johnny
Alex
and Margie had all this airtime.
Yeah.
See, you forgot about them. But anyway, he did some old R&B song, You Can't Keep a Good Man Down, and he played on piano.
And that was a breakup anthem, fuck you Margie song.
Damn. Okay.
Well, no, maybe it wasn't quite that.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have said that. But, I don't know. It just seemed like, I don't know, it was like a weird song.
Yeah.
To me, it was a weird song for celebration.
Yeah. That is true. It's like, yeah, that whole thing was weird. And like I said, and no one would have cared or made a big deal if they didn't promote it 100 times in the show.
Right.
And then it carried on in quarantine. I'm at her apartment. My apartment's too small. And then next week, I'm going home, and then whatever else, and never said her word, never said her name again.
Right.
That's what made it weird. And so it was awkward, probably the awkward situation for her to be watching it, whatever. If I told her, I'm sure I would have packed up, would have been at Just Sam's house. I would have been at Just Sam's house, helping Just Sam doing the quarantine and all this stuff to me. Yeah.
Take Johnny's spot. I'll move his name.
It would have been like, bring your Zoom over here. Bring your Zoom over to Studio City.
I already got the lighting set up.
I got the lighting set up and all that stuff.
No, Johnny packed it all.
No, but she already had the room already set up and all that. That would have been classic. I would have been at her house. That would have been the best moment. I would have been there in my red dress going, ooh, Just Sam.
I said that too.
Doing her makeup and shit.
And the sign.
Yeah. Her and Nick would have brought Nick. Well, Nick's like, I'm out of the top 20. I'm gone.
He's like, bye. Let me go. My pilot season's coming up.
Let me try to figure out my pilot.
Yeah. Let me try to get on that Disney Channel.
Because I'm gone. Yeah, anyway.
Freeform's got some new shows out. Let me try to get on Siren.
Anyway, so that was it. Then Bobby Bones appeared. He popped up just to tell them how they can make it in that season. He did his usual, such a great season. Oh, it's so impressive.
If he would just get out of
all
his
this
head,
stuff.
He could make it to the top 10. He could go all the way and win this.
Yeah, all those
if
things.
If he could put the right energy into something, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, he did all those things. Yeah.
I like you, Bobby. You're a nice guy, but I still need to hone out what your role is. He needs more of a role.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
Pick out the costumes.
You think?
Actually, pick out the song for
them.
Something.
Isn't he a radio guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby Bones is gonna. Did they do that one time?
No. They did it with Jimmy Iovine.
I think Jimmy Iovine did it. Yeah.
Randy.
Yeah.
They did it with the judges.
Let's
Remember
pick out the
judges
song.
used to pick a song.
Yeah, Bobby Bones is picking out the songs and Networ out.
Yeah, something.
There you go, Bobby. That's your job. That's your pick out some songs.
Something.
All right, so
something other than what you're doing now.
All right, so the Dylan came and his single's going to be "The Times They Are Changing" by Bob Dylan. I'm like, that got cleared to me. Okay, all right. We've heard him sing that before.
Right.
And they liked it. You're a true artist.
I
Katie,
liked it a lot.
you sang
it was really good,
in Hawaii and more and all that. Luke, you were more confident. It was inspiring, blah, blah, blah. That was him. Then Francisco sang Alaska by Maggie Rogers. He told us. I think that was a conversation we had. Who would you collaborate with? That was a question that came up. If there was an artist in the finale, if you were able to do duets in the finale, who would you pick and why? And he said he would pick Maggie Rogers. And I guess the producer said, no, we don't have time for that. But anyway, yeah, and they could have sang, he could have sang with her and all that.
For one person.
Yeah, and then Katie said it sounds like the studio. Luke said it was still great. He's ready to buy, Luke's is all in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Hopefully Luke will take him on his virtual tour this fall. And have him there. Yeah. And Lionel said, smile, it was great.
Yeah,
you graduated, everything was good. Then Just Sam came, and she sang "Rise Up" by Audra Day, which we knew was coming because if you go through all her songs, I figured it wasn't gonna be Grandma's Hands. It's gonna be "Rise Up," and it was "Rise Up," which probably is the one song she shows emotion on when she sings "Rise Up." Like she sings emotion on it, all this stuff, whatever. Luke said it was "You Grow." Lionel said you're an inspiration. You can relay. Because they were giving her the "you not gonna win, but you won in life."
Exactly.
Katie made this whole thing. Auntie Katie's
just like
gonna be there. You come.
Other song.
Kate's like you can't. No, they had to pick a song they sang before. What was she gonna do, Selena?
What I mean is, I want to get rid of that song.
You're not gonna give her that song.
We need a moratorium on our songs for auditions.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Stop singing it.
Yeah, we need to give her that one too. Else. Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
It used to be Adele.
Yeah.
It used to be that "This Is Me."
Yeah.
It used to be. Now it's "Rise Up," and it's like,
yeah, it was Gavin DeGraw. Then it went to Jason Mraz. Then it went to Ed Sheeran, and now it's back to Gavin. Apparently, then it went from Adele. Yeah. Everyone was singing Adele. Yeah. Then it went to "This Is Me" soundtrack.
They're singing Ariana
Grande. Sounds Ariana Grande and "Rise Up." And just when we thought it was safe, and we hadn't seen "Rise Up," we had not seen Audra Day. She's been gone, and in fact, she's been filming a movie. She was shooting a Billie Holiday movie. Yeah. So that's that. Then Arthur was last, right? Yeah. No, Arthur wasn't last.
Who was last?
Arthur sang the Clarence Clearwater Revival song. So this is the third time we've had him.
Arthur. Okay, go ahead.
You trying to get back on something we've already talked about?
Yeah, Just Sam.
All right, what you got?
When did she wear the robe?
She wore the robe on the very first song.
What up with that?
Well, I was told on Facebook, on Twitter or Facebook, that was a Japanese style outfit, whatever, when people were asking why she was wearing a bathrobe.
It looked like a bathrobe, number one. Number two, it was just plain brown. Plain brown.
Yeah.
Like a bathrobe.
Yeah.
A Japanese kimono, a Japanese-inspired skirt, a shirt, Japanese-inspired gown would have had a pattern. Would have had something that said, this is not a bathrobe. I don't know why she was wearing it. And I feel like, my God, now The Voice has a bathrobe gate, and now American Idol has one?
Oh.
I don't get it. To me, it said, oh, they didn't get a dress for her. She couldn't find an outfit. Why is she wearing a bathrobe? What's going on? And to me, the fact that I'm not the only person that said, why was she wearing a bathrobe?
No, you weren't the only person.
Made me think that it was a bathrobe. Talk about not knowing your audience. Mm-hmm. Who was the wardrobe person that let her put that on? They put on the camera. And you know what? I would have said, did you have something with a little bit more color? Because that looks like a bathrobe. If I were the person doing the wardrobe. They couldn't send her a shirt?
I don't understand that either because they couldn't go down. Well, I guess the Grove is closed, but if they have pickup,
they have curbside pickup.
Yeah,
she could have walked across the street, which is right there, across from the Grove, which is a very famous shopping center in LA,
and where the contestants usually go shopping at.
Usually,
they go down there and go shopping, but they even
they usually have the party somewhere in the mall.
Yeah, they even had a curbside pickup, but you could so the wardrobe person could have drove. Is the wardrobe person still working?
Exactly. She could have knocked on the door.
The wardrobe person may not be working. We don't know the situation here.
No. They could have done a porch drop.
Yeah.
Someone could have just said, here's a dress. Let's put on the side. Okay. Where's her dress from, Hawaii.
But we know it's in that house, so she said she
Somewhere.
had just a suitcase of the stuff.
I don't know. I just felt like that bathrobe made people feel sorry for her and said, oh my God, she doesn't have anything. She needs something. Oh my God, where's her? Let me vote for her.
Oh, but the second outfit.
The second outfit was her audition outfit and a jacket.
The second
that made
outfit,
me think that she did not have a wardrobe. She did not have any clothes.
Well, you missed it. She said she had the one suitcase that she had when she went to Hollywood Week. She never went home. You remember that, don't you? She never went home. That was part of the This Is Me package.
Yes. But somebody, anybody, Bobby, Auntie Katie.
Yeah.
You know Katie's got a closet full of... Well, maybe they didn't want to see favoritism, but how are we going to know?
Yeah, well, we already have a favoritism.
But somebody... Not
That's
anyone.
what Margie made. Should have came to the rescue.
Thank you. With a dress. Or somebody watching
Margie
the
could have
show,
helped her with her hair and with her outfit and all that.
If she was in this building,
yeah,
and she did the performance, I would have went down to her apartment, knocked on the door, and put a dress there. Wear this dress. This might be easier. Yeah. I just feel like
here's some clothes. Return what you're not going to use. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like what she was wearing kind of overpowered the performance in a way because, well, you know, the Twitter was all over it. And those were my thoughts. But I was thinking, aw.
Oh, there you go.
Like, did she spill some wine on her outfit?
Yeah.
And she didn't have enough time to change it, so she put the bathrobe on?
We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know. Well, the second outfit, it was like a red top.
Which is what she wore during her audition.
And some white pants, and she had like a gold jacket. I thought it was the same.
The jacket was new. Maybe it was cold.
I thought it was the same outfit.
It was.
Yeah, whatever. It looked like she was working at Target.
Yeah.
Target's open. They're essential workers, yeah.
Right.
It looked like she was working at Target.
And she got up at 5.
And she got off at 3.
At 5:30.
And the taping was at 5.
Right.
And she got off there and, got up at Target on 3rd Street and
didn't have any time to change.
Well, hopped on the bus. Hopped on the 3rd Street bus and went down and got off and then went to her apartment.
Oh, God.
Over at the Park La Brea and then got dressed and said, oh, shoot.
Poor
I
Sam.
thought, then there was an email that said, we're not taping at 5, taping at 4. And she thought, oh, shoot. 4 o'clock, I was going to try to put this theme together for the second number.
Another bathrobe.
I was going to put it together. Maybe I'll wear this. I'll throw the jacket on so it looks like.
Nobody will notice.
Or maybe she didn't have enough clothes. I don't know what the situation is with the budget.
Something was up.
I don't know. Julia went home and had a whole drawer full of clothes. Julia's back home with Mom.
Her and her mom are
Louis
the same
back
size,
home
too.
with Mom, and Louis had some clothes. It's easy for guys.
You know Louis went to the store on the way home. His mom's like, oh, we got to get you some shirts.
They went down to Walmart, so we got to get some clothes. Whatever.
Dylan's mom got him some shirts. Every guy had a mom.
Yeah, every guy had a mom with some shirts. Because even Johnny had a little T-shirt on, whatever, before he got over back home with Mom. Then he put on another shirt. I don't really know. I don't really know. That would have been a question to probably ask.
Yeah. If you had a chance or time to ask
we
her,
had a chance, but there would have been a better way to ask. I don't know, to ask her so it won't sound, because we don't want to make it sound like it's
mean. Ask it next season.
It's mean or whatever to ask, but how'd you pick up your clothing and all? You had one suitcase and that.
How did the wardrobe work on the show?
Yeah,
did somebody get a wardrobe credit?
I should have asked her about that, and I didn't. Oh, well. Okay, maybe we'll ask her. Maybe we'll ask her.
Sorry, but that was really bugging me.
Okay.
It was bugging me to the point where I was just like, this girl needs some outfits.
Well, maybe she will get some outfits now. And then there was...
Even if she would put on her black shirt again that she had from the season, from the week before. She had this, black dress on when she sang Fantasia, when she sang some song. She could have put that back on.
Maybe she didn't want to put on something repeat, kind of to make it look like...
Except for her audition.
No, but maybe she thought the jacket would make it look different. Or whatever else, too. I don't
know.
I don't know what's in that one suitcase.
I can't get off it.
We don't really know what's in that suitcase. People were talking about it on Facebook.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't really know.
I'll let you
Then there was Arthur, who for the 3rd or 4th time sang the Clarence Clearwater revival song.
Which I got fatigue off of, too.
Yeah. It's like, how many times do we need to hear?
Song? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure the Fogarty is happy, but I'm just like, I don't know.
I figure if it was an original song and people liked it and had a beat hook on it,
that would have been single.
8 times.
Have you ever seen the rent? Yeah, I don't know if we needed to hear that so many times. Lionel said he wrote it all the way. Katie said, Katie goes, I don't know what pill you took. You took the winning pill. That was Katie thinking he was going to win at that point. She was so sure he was going to win. I think everybody thought for sure Arthur was going to win at that point.
Everybody but me.
Well, I thought Arthur was going to win. So.
I never did.
I said one of those two were going to win.
You did.
And they were going to be up against each other, and I was right.
You did.
But I thought at that point, when they were singing, I'm like, she's going to come in second. Arthur's going to end up winning this thing. Yeah. And then Luke said he checked every box. He's such a fan. It was authentic. Congratulations. And then Johnny came. Johnny was last again. And Johnny did an original song.
Yes.
Which was the original song. Very smart. He did his audition, but we got to hear the whole thing.
Right.
The song was called Making Love. I think it was called Making Love. I remember called Making Love.
Right.
And
which I called the One Night Stand song.
Yeah, original song. And he played the piano. He did the rap again and all that stuff. I really liked that song. Right. I really like it. If he was smart, I would release it. Okay, last year, or maybe the year before, they had the top 5 singles from the contestants.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Records had them out on, I think it was iTunes and on YouTube, because anybody was rocking out to, what's his name song that came in 5th. I don't think they did it last year.
No. And I think that they
ain't going to do it this year either.
Maybe they'll do it this year once the stay-at-home orders are kind of lifted a little bit and people can go back to the stores and they think about promotion, I don't know. Maybe they'll do it again. Like for Christmas or for the fall. Buy the top 5 Idol singles for this Christmas or something. The best of season 3 Idol.
I would have had a compilation out. Yeah. I would have had a compilation of them, all 5 of them up there, or all 4, or all 7 of them.
And I would have tried to sneak in maybe a previous season winner or two, not Gabby Barrett, and see if that
I would have had Lay. I would have song with Lay and a song with Maddie, and then I would have put those top 5.
Yeah.
Done.
Ask Chris Allen for a song. He probably would have given it to him.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Katie did say one thing. I thought she said that he needs to get Mark Ronson to produce that song.
Yeah.
And I thought that's a good one. If he won, they probably could have got Mark Ronson. Mark Ronson is in Europe.
Can they afford Mark Ronson?
No, they can't. But Mark Ronson, he's around. He's in London right now. He's staying in an Airbnb. He's quarantined. He was there working on a musical and didn't come back to New York. So he's back in his original home area, and he's there.
And then there's always been proof from the last 10 years, you don't need to be in the same room in order to produce or mix or work on a collaboration of a music
that's been
video
30 years. Never on my own. Never on my own. That song that Michael McDonald and Patti LaBelle that came out in the 80s.
Oh, dear.
And any time you can mention
right into that
a 80s reference, you have to do it. And they did that song, video and everything. And then they were somewhere, and they finally, they said they had met. I said, what do you mean person they met? It was back, like, wait a minute. And she said they had did the whole entire song in the studio, the video, they were never together in the video, everything else, and all that. Song. Yeah, such a good song. Anyway, that was great. So
Mark Ronson.
But I doubt that's ever going to happen because he didn't win. And then Lionel said it was radio ready. No, Luke said it was radio ready. Lionel said it was great. You're a singer-songwriter. You have talent. You show confidence.
I want to hear his original songs to see what he has. Only because if he was influenced enough to sing those songs that he sang, you never know.
Well, I'm sure he'll
But it got to a point for me where him and Dylan, they were like the same. They were singing the same kind of songs, same kind of, guitar. Here I am with a guitar. Here I am a singer-songwriter. Here I am all soft and whatever. And I don't know. They probably still would have canceled each other out at some point.
Yeah, and apparently it happened.
Yeah.
Then that was 6 o'clock. So then you had...
Are we just at 6 o'clock?
Yeah, so then you had 15 minutes. Actually, it got to be 12 minutes to put your final votes in.
Yeah.
Your final votes, 3 ways to vote.
Which was so weird to me. Because I'm sure some people were just like, wait, Idol's coming on. Oh, yes, the finale tonight. Oh, good. Wait, I got to vote?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like good.
They never said how many votes they had. They didn't say close. They didn't say nothing. So we don't even...
Yeah, I doubt it.
We didn't even know. Then it got to be the second hour. And the second hour popped up all these appearances. And it started off with Luke Bryan.
Oh, with the margaritas.
Singing one margarita.
To the point where I even made a margarita. I made margaritas.
Yeah.
For us because
he came on, he sang his song. I don't know why they just didn't show the video because he tried to reenact the video.
So much better.
And I know they had to work with what they had to do, but it's like someone couldn't put this together, dude.
Yeah, it was like bad karaoke.
You're in Nashville. It isn't like, don't they got some people there with equipment?
But he was out. He had this internet issue.
He said he had really bad internet issues. Still, we talked to him afterwards because he said they were having thunderstorms. His internet was going in and out and everything else. So,
but he could have found that video.
I'm sure someone in Nashville could have got his video together for him. He got some little tape in. I don't know. It just seemed like one of his kids filmed him singing. Yeah. Then they put it together.
Capitol. He could not send his video to Capitol in L.A. and they could have put it on and done something. I don't know.
Yeah, they already had some budget from, ABC already went to Capitol, so other shows, so they could have just... I don't know exactly. His band members look like their Zooms were all together. The band members were like, we got ours together.
Yeah, we're good.
I guess they live right in town, but it just looked like Luke. I know. Come on.
Luke, where's the turkey?
I don't know. Hey, maybe the turkey helped with film it. I don't know. It just did not look good.
No, it didn't. It sounded great.
Yeah.
It did not look good.
Sounded great. Hit the chart. Number 1. It won the night. It won the night was Luke's Bryan single because it was number 1 on the iTunes chart. There you go. And then they had Rascal Flatts come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like Rascal Flatts. I thought they were really
They should be on their farewell tour right now, but they're back home. And they come up and they perform with Doug.
Who I didn't even know who that was until you reminded me.
Oh, yes, I
week.
did.
I'm like, who?
Didn't make it out of Hollywood, but that video got so many hits. People love a Cinnamon story. People were mad when he got eliminated. I'm like, did they not watch Hollywood Week?
Sam won.
Okay, there you go.
People love a good Cinnamon
story.
Enough. People love this. They,
they like Doug the Garbage Man, and they said, "Oh, you should try out in that season." And I'm like, he didn't get the songs right in Hollywood Week. He was singing another Motown song, and they were singing something else. We knew he was not going to get a Hollywood Week, but America Loves a Feel Good Story.
Told you.
And he came back and had a new haircut, new teeth. He's all there. He said Rascal Flatts.
They showed him and his
daughter.
The package.
They had all that, and his videotape looked good. And so did the Rascal Flatts, and there it was. So.
Well, they turned theirs in probably like a week or two ago.
I'm sure they got theirs going. Yeah, he said he got to sing his song. He sang at his audition and finished up and all that stuff. And there was, Gary and the boys and all that, Gary and Jay and all those guys. And there they were. They sang it, boom, Rascal Flatts.
Yeah.
And then they made an announcement. Ryan popped up and made an announcement and mentioned someone from last season. That wasn't Alejandro. I was like, wow. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God.
Alejandro gave permission. You can go ahead and do it. As long as you still mention me somewhere during the hour. I'll let you talk about somebody else for a hot minute.
Yeah, well, they mentioned that Lacey K. Booth.
Yes.
That she got a record deal with 19 recordings, which is their and Big Machine Records.
Good for her.
So it'll be interesting to see with Big Machine, with new people running it, how this is going to work out and what's going to happen.
I think it'll do good because they don't have a country girl.
Oh, yeah.
A young country.
Their country girl's gone.
Yes, I know. Their big country girl's
She's gone.
Yeah, and they won't quite get that success.
She ain't coming back.
No.
Yeah, neither is that success. Yeah.
Exactly. But
it'll be interesting what happens. Good for Lacey.
Yeah. Congratulations, Lacey.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then Ryan mentioned that We Are the World was coming. He was all excited about that. And then they said, then there was...
Oh, and then he had his meltdown. Or what people thought was a meltdown.
Okay, let's talk about that. Can we talk about that Ryan Seacrest thing?
Sure. That was weird.
Okay, it was very weird. Because, first of all, Ryan shows up and he's wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, like he just came back from the grocery store.
Yeah. Like, I've got to go pick up some food real quick because I got to take Idol. Maybe he went up to Target, picked up Sam.
No, he didn't pick up Sam.
Gave her a
ride. Evidence to that. He didn't pick up Sam because maybe she would have had on, I don't know, something else.
Well, anyway, it looked like he said, oh, shoot, we're taping today.
Yeah.
And let me just throw this shirt on.
He's like, you know what? I'm tired.
He wasn't in a suit. He wasn't dressed up.
He wasn't his usual.
Either way, he would have had to wear that twice because they had to tape this a couple days before.
Yeah, and then he had to put it on again.
And it was that same shirt. It was like you didn't think to put on like a button-down shirt, a long sleeve shirt. a tie. It is the finale.
Put some mousse in the hair.
He was just like, nope.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like, no.
I was like, what is Ryan wearing? I said, oh, that's a pre-tape part.
Yeah.
He's going to be changed at 9. No. He kept that on the whole entire time. And then he never makes any kind of mistakes. Okay, I first thought, because we're here on the West Coast, and so we had to watch an East Coast feed, and they sent us an East Coast feed to watch, so we could watch it live like everybody else. So that was good for us.
Right.
And I don't know if you're at home, they posted the clips on Twitter or Facebook, but
still,
no one's really gonna be following that unless you're following the contestant.
That's not the same feeling either.
Yeah, so I was telling the West Coast that it's coming on, but you need to go and find the clips,
and you need to vote,
because it's gonna be over.
Vote sight unseen.
When you turn your TV at 8:00 and you're on social media, they're gonna tell you who won. So I just want to let people know. So I told some friends so they would know because they had no clue. They were looking for it at 5:00.
Right.
And it went on. They were showing some game or something. They were like, "What's going on, Belinda?" So I had to tell them.
Last Dance, right?
And all that stuff. And But anyway, so that's what was happening. So Ryan. So I didn't think that I thought it was a technical issue because at one point watching the show, right around that time, we had some technical issues.
Right.
We got off the screen. We had to log back in. We had to get back into the Disney screen. And I was thinking, oh, well, I didn't think anything. Yeah, I honestly thought it was a mistake.
Maybe his teleprompter stopped.
Yeah, like he couldn't read it.
Stopped.
Or,
I don't know.
I thought he's on a feed too.
Right.
So I thought he's watching what we're watching, and maybe he had the same problem. I really thought nothing of it.
And he was here in L.A. He wasn't in New York.
Yeah, he's in L.A., and they have to feed him information through his headset, so I thought maybe he had a delay from that.
Right.
I honestly had nothing of it. Until
I don't know.
Until he was reading off either after Katy Perry, after Cynthia Erivo, he was reading something,
announcing
what they were saying, and it was like, huh? Like it was like Ryan
couldn't read it.
He couldn't read it. He couldn't see it. He kind of fumbled.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
So I still thought nothing. Then the first thing I thought, maybe he made some margaritas too.
Yeah, true.
And they were a little strong because they're strong.
He had a little whiskey.
Or maybe he thought, I don't know. I never thought he was feeling, because then all this internet started up. I never thought, and I was trying to watch a show and, take notes and everything else. I wasn't even thinking, preparing, for other stuff. I wasn't thinking at the point until I started reading. People thought he was having a stroke. They thought he was having Bell palsy. People were like really freaking out. I asked him, was he okay?
To me, he looked tired.
Oh, that's what we said. We go, wow, Ryan's looking tired, but he's glad this is over. Thought nothing of it.
Waiting for the season
to
be
then
over.
When you watch the judges, they're in their same outfits. Lionel looks fine, all resting up and
rested and
ready. Luke looked fine,
right?
Just worried about some internet and all this stuff and whatever else too.
Sipping his margarita.
Yeah, Katie, who's pregnant.
She was fine.
Was all dressed up and made up and was all ready to go and everything else too. So I'm thinking, okay. I really was surprised by his outfit. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing blew up later. His people, not him, put out a statement. Oh, because then what happened got worse. Because the very next day, the winner was going to be on.
Idol.
Ryan
and Kelly.
Kelly and Ryan's show, and Ryan's already been found, and here's Kelly's husband Mark there,
filling in,
and they're like, "Oh,
I'm like,
wait a minute." I mean, last year he left and got on a plane. We were there. He left, took off on the private plane to go fly to New York, and Landon Alejandro was going to go fly.
He did an overnighter, right?
Oh, he did an overnighter. I'm like, he used to do an overnighter after that, to the next day on the show. He couldn't make it out of bed to go there. So then I got a little bit concerned. But his people came out and said, no, he had no stroke. He had a day off. He was tired. He's juggling, 4 or 5 things and whatever and all this stuff, too.
Yeah.
And,
and I'm like, we got stay-at-home orders, Ryan.
Yeah. So
what are you doing? Work from home.
Do you think it was harder because he was doing all these shows from home and dealing with meetings and Zooms and all this stuff? Is that harder?
I don't know.
Well, working from home, I can tell you it's harder.
Yes, it is. I don't know.
Because I think there's distractions. Like, I wake up and start work, and then by, at noon I eat lunch, and then I'm ready for a nap. And then, so you got to think about this kind of stuff. Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know.
We always say it. Oh, gosh, the best.
It was weird, and I'm glad that that nothing was seriously wrong, and that he was okay, and that maybe Twitter and the internet, whatever, overreacted. A little bit of comments. I mean, he's allowed to make a mistake, and maybe it's because he rarely makes any.
Yeah.
It just threw people off guard. Just shocked
he's like on it. Like,
yeah.
A live show, he's like boom, 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 boom.
Even when he sleep. So maybe when it's not live, or it was live, but
yeah, even when he was nominated to say goodbye to the people, he was sitting there like staring at the monitor at Johnny and Dylan and Francisco. But I think that time he was waiting to see,
for a control,
a cue. Like, am I talking to them? Am I not talking? Are we saying goddbye to them?
Yeah,
are they saying goodbye?
He's done Rocket Eve for how long?
Yeah,
he still has his live radio show, his live Idol. He should have just produced.
And one thing about Ryan, did he get it? He probably didn't get a producer credit on that.
No.
And then one thing about Ryan, though, he's one that's going to get it done before the show is over. Right. Unlike other shows where it's like, we got to go. You know, so we're on edge. He's cool as a cucumber.
It's 9 o'clock already. Who's going to win?
Yeah, he's cool as a cucumber. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. With the internet, some people still aren't buying it.
Well,
they think something's up. But he's allowed to have a personal life. You know, maybe he didn't feel good all day.
Maybe he partied all night on Saturday.
We don't know.
I've done that. I've been like,
we don't know. Fine. We don't know what he's done. I don't really know, but good he's okay. Hoping nothing serious is wrong. People still aren't buying it. He has made it to work and all that and all stuff. So that was right.
No, he's been back to work.
Yeah, he went back to work on Tuesday. Okay. He was there and all that and everything. But here's the thing. I know you're on the ringer thing. I still don't classify her as a ringer because we have different definitions of ringer.
Mm-hmm,
but it was advertised that the top 5 were going to be singing "You Say" with Lauren Daigle.
Yes,
that was advertised. That was on the press release. Mm-hmm. That was after 6:15, after the votes were in. Mm-hmm. The last time to vote, the only person who got any type of solo after the votes was in was just Sam.
Or mention, or a phone call, a private meeting. Her and
they changed it. It was all of a sudden it was Lauren Daigle on the phone with her saying, "Oh, you didn't get to finish your song. So and so. It'd be honored if I could sing it with you." I'm like, well, that's a top 5.
Come on.
What happened there? They lied. She was not there.
Ringer.
Well, they changed it. So what happened was she sang the song with Lauren Daigle, who American Idol kicked off twice, and she still came back and did a mentor. And she's
coming back as a ha.
Yep, you kicked me out and won a Grammy. This shows you that you don't have to win. Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. She could have gave the talk. You don't have to win.
Or be a judge's or producer's favorite.
And what I said, they need to use that as an example more than Jennifer Hudson example. Look at Lauren Daigle. There you go. Anyway, would you sing it? She said, yeah. So she sings it, and then they pop up. So she wasn't alone because she had background singers, and the background singers were the girls from the top 11.
Yeah.
And there was Sophia. There was Michaela.
So they changed.
And there
was
Julia. Exactly, because it was a surprise to Sam.
Yeah, but then did Arthur get a surprise?
Arthur got no surprise.
Dylan?
Did John Fogerty not answer the door? Did he not? John Fogerty's wife is his manager.
He's looking at the people.
I've worked with them.
And she's like,
she would have got that call.
Yeah. And
we're like, we got Taylor over on The Voice. Let's get Fogerty on the... Was there anyone that could get us a surprise? Gavin DeGraw would have done it.
This is true.
He got no surprise. No, they didn't think...
Did anybody get a surprise besides Sam?
Or could they have said...
No.
Could we give Arthur a surprise?
No. Okay, they said... No. They said we could get Arthur a surprise, but Sam's going to win. We want Sam to win, so let's just scrap that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Or was Sam winning?
Get one?
Okay,
no.
But see, the thing is, been overnight voting every week. Was Sam winning all along? They thought she has a really good chance to win, and let's just give her a surprise.
Why not just make it an
Why couldn't all top 5 have a surprise?
Exactly.
I don't understand. Or just the top 2. You've kicked 3 of us off.
Yeah.
Let's tape 2 surprises, and then let's show the ones. You advertise Laura Daigle. You could advertise...
some guy.
You could advertise Gavin DeGraw singing. Okay, here we go. We have Lauren Daigle singing with the top girls finalist, and we have Gavin DeGraw singing with the top male finalist.
Okay, but
so that would have been Sam and Lauren.
Yeah,
Lauren,
but
Julia got kicked off.
Aretha had her thing.
Yeah,
with the finalist.
Yeah,
and so maybe that just canceled it. Like Arthur, we'll give you a line or 2 there.
Yeah.
You can sing an Aretha Franklin song, Arthur. You go.
Yeah.
And we'll only show a line or 2 with it.
Okay.
But then you're good. So he got something.
I guess.
Okay. I don't know. Ringer.
Katie. So then Katie appeared.
I actually
And
like
she
Katie.
sang her song Daisy.
sang
Did you
Daisies.
notice the difference?
Yes.
Basically, Katie said, I'm going to use my own people. Thank you.
I got my own thing.
I've been watching how this has been going. And
I want mine to look good. I got a lot riding on this. So I'll do it.
I'm going to do it. I got my own people. They're going to be working down in L.A. And we will send you the tape.
Yeah.
You will have my finished product by Wednesday.
Yes, exactly.
And it's going to be this long, so that's to let you know what time to block off.
To cut somebody else off.
And just letting you know. And it looked great.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And she even had, like, the Idol stage background. She even had...
Yeah, she was good.
She's like, oh, I got the Idol graphics. I got it all. Could they have done that for all the contestants?
No, apparently not. Number one, Katie did all that herself. Yeah. Number two, I don't know. I feel like this stay at home, this pandemic has just really hurt production in a lot of places.
Okay, we'll blame it on that.
Yeah, I'm blaming it on that because I have no other thing to blame.
Can't blame it on the boogie. You got to blame it on that.
Blame it on the ringer.
Blame it on that. Okay, so then I was really looking forward to this appearance. It was going to be Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah.
Doing Aretha Franklin tribute.
Because she's playing Aretha Franklin in the National Geographic version of Genius, Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
Which should have come out in the fall or maybe in the summer. I'm not exactly
it's ABC
sure.
related? Some kind of way?
Yeah, it's ABC related. Nat Geo is part of the ABC
family.
So
that explains how they got this.
Fox,
yeah. Okay, that explains how this happened.
She was there last year.
Yeah, she was. Mm-hmm.
And the Oscars were on ABC.
I asked her about it at the Grammy party, yeah.
Yeah. Oscars were on ABC, so she's part of the ABC family at the moment. Mm-hmm. And,
it was a Aretha Franklin tribute.
Yes.
I was looking forward to seeing that. I thought, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
I thought, they're these diva girls, they're going to be singing.
They're
going to break it down and whatever. Michaela. And then right before
Grace was
it went on, it hit me. Oh, no. She's singing with the top 11, not the top 20.
Yeah.
No 11. Sanaya, no Olivia.
Michaela said, I got this. It was Michaela, Grace,
Sophia.
No. Sophia,
she was there.
Julia, and Sam.
Oh.
Those were the girls.
And then the guys were there.
And the guys. But
it just didn't work.
It was okay.
It didn't work.
It needed another rehearsal or two.
It needed, I don't know.
And maybe a couple more edits that were better.
Basically, they all sang everything. And then the producers looked at it and said, bring in Jovan. Jovan's here.
Yeah.
Use two of Jovan's. He's the only one that cut it. He's the only one that cut it.
Right.
I thought it'd be a good chance for Michaela to show her strong stuff. And
then some people...
They really didn't use Michaela. Why didn't they use Michaela to use her strong stuff?
I don't know. And then
you had her there. Olivia was in Orange County. You had her there.
And they had people that looked like they didn't even know who Aretha Franklin was.
And I didn't. They was when they sang rock steady and you just got with them rock and show what I'm steady.
What it is. Yeah.
And I'm
like, oh my God, come on.
They really look like they were reading off the teleprompter. What it is, what it is.
They did.
Like, really?
I don't know.
Was there not a rehearsal?
No, it wasn't. To me, that's not rehearsal. That's editing. Oh, God. They could have edited it. It
makes me scared of what it looked like when they were singing it. If they actually have 3 clips of Louis singing "Rocksteady, baby," "Rocksteady," da 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 da, and whatever, and then did they get a tape of Cynthia? I don't know. Jovan was a standout on that one.
I need to go back and read it.
She's looked great.
Sam got a lot of cuts there too.
Jovan sounded great, but the only person I think that it sounded decent was Cynthia and maybe a little bit of Sophia. And I'm thinking, I'm sure Michaela was killing it. Did you not have enough film? What happened in the editing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's just put it this way.
It didn't work. Okay, I was looking so forward to that.
This finale, these last 3 or 4 weeks of the finale were just a lesson, a stepping stone. Let's just get it done. It's like, there's no way you're going to win this marathon.
Yeah.
So let's just make sure we finish the race. That's just basically what this was. And I'm washing it up to that because we are the world.
Well, we have to talk about the top 2.
We are the world.
You want to start where we are the world?
We can do top 2 if you want.
All right.
Just as long as we get to We Are the World.
We Are the World is going to be mentioned.
Oh my God.
That is the last thing. So the top two. Then they said the top two.
Yeah.
Arthur and Just Sam, and the winner ended up being Just Sam.
Ringer.
Arthur's there with his whole entire family. They're now with the champagne. They're now
there with the champagne.
No, he's moved them to the side. Confettis are still falling.
She's trying to get the back in the gun.
They thought it was.
So she could shoot it off again.
So they're all to the side.
Work. Yeah.
Just Sam's there with no one, but she has her grandmother.
That was cute.
On
the iPad.
On the iPad they had
FaceTime,
sent her because she mentioned on Instagram she got a new iPad. She could talk to her sister and her grandma. Mm-hmm. They were talking on three-way. That was cute. And Grandma Elizabeth, she was there on that
Grandma
and all that.
Was so happy for
then
her.
they say the winner, and the winner is Just Sam. I thought Arthur was going to take it. I was surprised. She was surprised. The judges were surprised. You were surprised.
Yeah.
Everybody was surprised. And then Arthur's family runs out again.
Yeah.
They run out again with the champagne.
Yeah,
Yay! Yay! And I was thinking, are they there because they don't know what's happening? Are they there because they're celebrating?
Because they realized the first time
it
was a big mistake and they wanted to try
they were celebrating anytime. Yeah, they were out there celebrating. He was looking like, I didn't win, Mom and Dad.
I didn't win.
Yeah, and all that. But that was hysterical. That was totally hysterical. And then
it was.
I don't think she's like, is this what I can say? Thank you. Is this what I can say? She's trying to communicate with Ryan on this thing, and then Ryan's
like,
and Ryan just looked like, okay, we have 4 minutes, and We Are the World is 3 minutes
long.
and 54 seconds. Yeah. We don't have time.
Goodbye, Sam.
So Ryan said, congratulations to Sam. And now, what you have been waiting for?
Yeah.
What I have been waiting for the whole entire night was Lionel Richie singing "We Are the World," which he has not sang. He has not sang this song since, he sings it in concert, but he's not performing on TV.
Yeah, and you were going to be so excited.
So excited.
Because you got Cat McPhee, Fantasia, Ruben.
And everybody was told to wear black and white.
Scotty.
They all wore their white shirts. They all had a white shirt and black and all that because Captain Fee had a little thing on. And I thought, this is really going to be great.
Yeah, I'm going to love it.
I was all excited. So Lionel started, and Lionel's in white shirt. Lionel had his Zoom all looking good, whatever else too. And then Sam comes up next because I guess that was the Idol winner. The Idol winner sings that part. Well, they all sang that part. They just put who won in.
It was planned.
Well, there you go. Anyway, so then she's there. She puts her part in.
Right.
And then I'm all excited. I'm looking.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
And then the video went completely
crazy.
They started showing all parts of the country.
Yeah, Grand Central Station. And then up on the little tiny video screens, which is like maybe 25% of the screen, you saw somebody in there. And I'm like, who's that up there?
I was like, who's that?
What's going on?
Where's that? So I felt like I was playing a game of how many idols can you spot
in this picture
in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in a competition, and I'm like, okay.
And we're not going to tell you who they are.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you where they are. We're not going to tell you who's singing what. Go.
And they were so small. And it's like, okay. And I thought, well, who's going to sing the Cyndi Lauper part? Now that, since Adam Lambert wasn't there. And then there comes Fantasia. So I know Fantasia.
You had to blink. If you blink,
I knew her voice.
Some people.
So I saw Fantasia. Right. And then later on, I was like, I can't find people. You go, there was Ruben. And I saw Alejandro.
I saw Ruben.
You go, there's Ruben.
Ruben was like on the Atlantic City boardwalk or something.
Yeah, I'm like,
what is this?
Could they even put them where they were from? Did they not have an Alabama screen?
Or who they were?
They could have threw him there. Was there like
or you know what might have been better?
What?
You show the picture of the Grand Central Station where you get whatever you want and fade into the person singing. And then go back out across the country if you feel like you had to do that.
Well, I thought for the Zoom,
it was a horrible decision.
For the Zoom, I thought they would come in and you would see them. Okay, it should have been Lionel and Sam and the other 5 winners because you only can put somebody in the Zoom going, "We are the world." And they look close up. They're singing, no. And then you have the other part, and then there's the whole part where,
Okay, you may not have never seen it, but I call it the Brady Bunch. You know how they do that thing where they do the Brady Bunch, and then they have like Alice, then you see the
I
little
mean, you
kids
could have put them all on the Zoom.
They could have done that.
You could have put them all on the Zoom feed because you could do that. But they should have went close-ups in on them.
Jimmy Fallon does it really well.
Yes.
He does a music video.
Oh, he has
did
a
it with
new
Star
one.
Wars.
I need to watch.
I'll have to check it out.
He has a new one with Billy Idol. I need to watch.
Oh, good. But you know when Star Wars came out, they did the anniversary. Then
he just did it with Sting.
Yeah, he has all the people. You saw all the different sides and stuff. They could have done that really well. I don't know what that graphic was. I don't know what the idea behind it was, but I kind of felt cheated. It was a good, the song was there, everything was great, but then I was distracted by the video because I was like, wait a minute, I thought idols were coming. Where are they?
Then I thought towards the end they would come back at the very end of the part where Ray Charles comes and he's breaking it down. Him and James Dean remember kill. I thought, okay, here we go. Like, Ruben and Fantasia about to break it down.
And Cat to McPhee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking.
Here we go.
No, I was thinking. Ruben Studdard is coming with Fantasia, and they're gonna take that in out.
Yes, and Lionel would be sitting there like, yes, good.
Yeah.
No,
I thought they made me get.
I don't know.
Lionel be doing the Quincy part, the conducting part. They're going to take this thing out and show you what made this show so great. No.
Yeah, no.
I was searching and finding people and looking and like, wait a minute, was this Scotty?
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's so-and-so?
I was looking back
I saw Alejandro, I saw Gabby Barrett, and I saw Lane. I thought, okay. Oh, and then I saw Luke and Katie because they were there. They had a bigger little close-up.
Luke and Katie were there.
So I thought, okay, I get it.
In a tree.
You only want to show the ABC people. Okay, I got it. That's fine. But then give me, No, I'm saying I found those three people.
Was that what they did?
I don't know. I know that it wasn't intentional. It just annoyed me.
I
saw the five of them. I found Gabby. I found those five.
If I had to grade that from a 1 to 10, I would have given it a 2.
I was looking so forward to that. I have been waiting.
I was very disappointed.
35 years. It's the 35th year anniversary for that thing to be sung again.
2 hours,
and whatever else too.
Years.
And then you show it. Where was the original cut of them all wearing the white and the black?
I needed to
Where
see
is that? Is there another version without the graphics? Okay, and then who did the graphics? Was your name the graphics? Maybe to go back and look because I still have it on my tape. Look and see if there was a graphic person credit.
I don't know, but. Every time that happens,
if they run out of people,
I blame the producers.
Is there some outside graphic person?
Someone had to approve it.
Yeah,
like
maybe it looked better.
Here's my tape. It's like if they didn't look at it, that's on them.
We need to ask them. Maybe it looked okay when it was first turned in before they put the colors and all that. Maybe in black and white it looked okay.
There's no way it looked okay.
Maybe it previewed all.
No way it looked okay because you look up there and I'm like, is that Scotty? When I can't tell,
I had to go
Scotty
back
from Philip Phillips. Something's wrong because it's too. It was just.
I had to go back to my list to see who was supposed to be there.
Oh, and then what made it worse was
I felt like I was playing
landmarks. But then you're like, wait a minute, why are they out in the desert?
Yeah,
is that the Grand Canyon?
Okay, I get they were trying to show the whole world. But why did they just show all them regular play? Just a regular Zoom video on their black and white.
And then maybe in the part they could have
shown the graphics. Then on the We Are the World part, show all of them just singing We Are the World.
Make it look like a chorus. I don't know. It was just.
And then they all were advertising it. I'm back with Lionel and the Idols. They were all advertising it.
And then it was like came out at what 9:59.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't good.
No, well, I told you it was going to close the show.
I know, but I feel like they should have spent more time on it. It closed the show. Here you got 5 whole minutes. You take a minute, you talk to Lionel. Lionel gives a tape. Lionel introduces it. Then you show it. Or you have all of them coming and saying, oh, it was so great to sing with Idols, so-and-so. Or do it like, I don't know, do it like football.
Yeah.
Here's going to be singing tonight. You go, Fantasia Barrino. Season 3?
Yeah, they didn't even advertise. Yeah.
Season 2.
They should have said, and now coming up next, and they should have showed them all.
Yeah.
They could have even showed them, well, I guess they would have get the clip of Fox.
Or do the flash.
But they could even.
With all the pictures. Boom, boom,
yeah.
boom, boom,
You'd have to show them winning, just show a picture of all of them. Yeah.
And lose the graphic.
Yeah.
Just lose it. It would have been so much nicer.
I wasn't expecting the graphic. I said they were all wearing black and white. I was like all into. I'm like,
there was no black. It was all white.
Okay, they were all wearing white. I thought this is gonna look great. And they all had their Zooms. They sent all these Zooms.
So excited.
They sent these Zooms all across the country.
I was excited
for them to film it, for them to be on there for 2 seconds, and you couldn't even see them.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a video of this version, just them all singing? There had to be.
Yeah, release the cut. Release.
Oh, and then they even mentioned
the
it
cut.
before. They even mentioned it during the show about it and the proceeds, and it's going to be on the, all this other kind of stuff's going to go to Feed America and all this other stuff. Whatever. I think you can buy it again, and all this kind of stuff too. And it's like, huh? Yeah. He mentioned in the middle of the show. That could have been the time you could have used to introduce the people in it. He was all excited about the people.
Well, yeah, we're all excited. Yeah. But I was disappointed.
Lacey got more time with her picture being shown that she was on Big Machine Records. She had a better close up than Laura Lena. Come on, people.
That sanitation dude.
Oh, he won. Well, Luke won the night. Luke won the night. Then it was just Sam, then him. And then that was the show.
I don't know.
And then the credits came up.
And they said bye-bye.
They never came back. They never said anything else. They did say she'd be there.
They said thank you for the season, boom, boom, boom. But it was announced that week before, that Friday before, that the show had got renewed. Yes. It was coming back for a 4th season. And again, not sure about the judges. Not sure about Ryan. It was the same situation as last season.
Yeah. Now, last year, was it last year or was it the year before when they did the 3-hour finale? It was the year before. It was the year before because we were there in the back and they had the alpaca there and they had Trevor talking.
That was a 3-night. That was that Saturday.
That was a 2-night. And I'm pretty sure it was like 3 hours.
Sunday.
It went on forever and it was great. The main good thing about Idol finales, we've always compared the finales with these shows, and we know because we were there live.
Yes.
Those finales, everything is live.
Yeah.
They had every artist.
They had a star-studded lineup of artists.
And they all were there live. Nothing was pre-taped. The only thing they had the only thing they had pre-taped, and then that was the first year. The second year, everything was live because they did
had a real alpaca backstage.
Yeah, a real alpaca's in the backstage. Real treats for the little gags they show in between. Yeah, they show you. Katie eats a lot. Real treats back there. Real filming. They even put us on the video and they came through and they were singing and everybody was clapping and cheering. They put us there with all the celebrities. We're sitting there, I'm clapping and I'm trying to get next to by Patti LaBelle. I'm like, wait a minute, So everybody's there. They even had put us in the video and it was just like, it was great. Everything was live. So I thought, well, I knew in the circumstances this could not have been live. Right. Maybe they would have really had Rascal Flatts down there. Maybe they really would have had something down there. Maybe they would have had, something down there. Maybe they would have sang We Are the World live and everyone would have been there. I don't really know. And it would have been great. So that was disappointing. Right. However, after the show was all over, we got to talk to the judges and ask about it. And I asked Lionel about We Are the World. He was so happy. I'm like, Lionel, did you watch it back? Well, you're still happy.
Well,
but he can't
say?
Yeah, I know he can't say. Yeah.
He can't say what we're saying right now.
Yeah, he can't say. Really? That's what you're going to come up with? Really. And Katie's probably like, Lionel, I told you to use my people.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, they were very shocked about just Sam. I asked if they surprised. They were very surprised, but I think they thought Arthur was going to win too. They didn't say that, but they were surprised. They were happy for her, and they were hoping that she can get everything she wants to get.
Okay, here we go.
And all this.
You said she signed a record deal.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
To Hollywood Records.
Okay. What kind of music do you think she's going to put out? Do you see her as a little mini Ariana Grande? Do you see her as a little Brandy Part 2? Do you see her as
Norwood? Brandy?
Okay,
Norwood,
okay. Meaning a young teenage girl. Okay. She's not her. I don't see her as her. She's not little mini Beyonce. What do you see for her?
I think she's going to go the Fantasia route.
And?
She's very inspired by Fantasia. Fantasia's her favorite thing. The reason why she even wanted to be on Idol, any kind of show, because she watched Fantasia, Little Girl Win. She's very, very into Fantasia.
So then you see her singing R&B songs? Or Kelly Clarkson kind of songs?
I think they're going to be, it's Disney. So I think they're going to have to, and then Rise Up did hit the chart.
Raven Ramon songs?
Right.
Raven Simone.
Some leftover songs. Yeah. That would be fun to see the Ramones, yeah. That would be funny. That would be interesting. She breaks down the Ramones. Anyway.
Arthur Gunn could have sang some Ramones.
Yeah. Could they not get the clear? That was a whole situation. Anyway, that probably would have been a clearance situation, but that would have been fantastic. Anyway, and it would have got people going, oh my God, this guy's on this singing the Ramones song. Let's go. So Luke said it was a great season. They both said the challenges was just that being home and not being there. Lionel said he likes to go up and hug the contestants and tell them they didn't lose because sometimes they feel really bad about it and all that. I mean, last year we were there when it rained right at the end of the night. It started to rain at the very end of the night, and we were running to go from one stage to the next area outside the stage door. And you didn't get that. I mean, overall, for what they had to do, I give them kudos for pulling it off.
Oh, God, yes. Yes. And the fact that I'm going so hard on some things is that some of the things I'm going hard on, seems like those were things that were controllable. There were some other things that you just could not control. But those little things, I feel like he could have controlled.
Yeah, I felt bad for the contestants having to sing at their house and not getting that. Luke even said he would like to next season. Well, he said he would like to see, so I think that means he's coming back then?
Well, that's his intention.
Okay, because he did not, they were not confirmed they were coming back or not.
I know, but...
Lionel said he can't see him doing it without the other two. So basically, Lionel's like, I'm ready. You two get your act together.
Well, I feel like they probably already intended to. The only thing that's going to hold them back is probably going to be Katie because of the baby, or scheduling because she would get a maternity leave.
Well, Katie said they usually start taping in September and October.
They were
talking like we're coming back.
We're coming back.
Right. We don't know how far along Katie is, but it sounds like September, October.
Right.
They would be coming back. So maybe she's having this kid. She may be further along. She got up and showed herself. She might be further along than we think.
I think she's having that kid around 4th of July.
She might be further along than we think.
I don't know.
Yeah, and we never knew. We saw her in February at that.
Talk to her.
That's weird. That party ended up being the whole season.
Yeah, the party was the season.
The afternoon party they threw. It's like someone made them throw this party.
How would you grade the overall season? I mean, the episodes that we did see.
I try not to compare it to last year.
Don't compare it to last year.
It's so hard.
Just how would you grade this season? I would say B-. That's just me.
Yeah. Let's give it a B.
I'd say B-.
Yeah, let's give it a B.
And the minus for me is for how there's things they could have controlled.
They could have controlled at the very end. They could have still had more people at the end show.
Yes. They know.
I mean, who did they have? Well, they had Adam Lambert last year. Adam sang twice.
There were tons of people.
That was the only thing that was pre-taped. Adam did one pre-tape and Katie did one pre-tape.
Right.
And then Adam did the other song
live.
They had
tons of people last year.
They had tons of people. They had that Weezer thing we said we never mentioned again. They had
And you mentioned it.
And I mentioned it. And they had.
But then Weezer got a little back.
And they had Matzo Jordan. They had
the Frozen song.
They had. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
but we're gonna give you the Frozen song.
We'll give you a song on the soundtrack.
We'll make it up to you. And then but yeah. So, okay, if it had been live, think about that live. We would have had Rascal Flatts, could have brought Doug in, that's good. Lauren Daigle showed up. Cynthia Reba showed up.
They would have got more people.
Lionel singing We Are the World. Okay, even if they had to work those. Katie singing her song live and Luke singing his song live. It still could have worked.
Right.
That still could have worked in a live finale.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have had the graphics. Maybe Katie would have had graphics because she had last year.
Yeah.
That still would have worked.
And she still could have filmed hers.
But
Katie still could have filmed hers on Saturday.
But
no problem.
I missed the duets between the contestants and the judges.
See, and Lionel would have sang We Are the World, but this time he would have closed it out.
He might have sang
it
song
with the contestants. And
remember how he did Dancing on the Ceiling?
Lionel could have opened up the show and then closed the show.
Night.
Yeah, Lionel could have opened up the show. Opened the show with All Night Long. Yes. And then he could have closed it with We Are the World. And then he could have did that with the contestants that were still around.
Right.
And then they could have brought the top 11 back. That's right. The top 11 really wasn't bad. Usually you miss that. You miss them being back. And I don't know. Yeah. But overall, okay, things you want to change next year. My biggest peeve still is less pimping of the contestants. Because the contestants, they over-pimp to death. End up being the top 10 contestants with 3 people.
Don't pre-select the top 10 for us. Let us
pick them ourselves. I understand it's pre-tape. Just show more. Even if you show us more, make us mad. I remember I went to this event. I'll keep it short.
Better songs.
I went to this event, nothing to do with American Idol, and they cut one of the performers. And I was mad. It was at the BET for BET weekend. I was pissed. They cut off Marsha. And then the very next day, I talked to Marsha. And I said, I was so mad. And she said, yeah, but that shows you were passionate. And you were adamant. Okay, show us all these people. And then you cut them and make us mad. Be like, wait a minute. How did this person get cut? And that person, you be so passionate.
Okay, there was a lot of social engagement.
And I was mad. Yeah, they did very good. They did very good. They did very good rankings. But I know I was tweeting every week about it.
I do agree. I would have liked to see more people in the top.
Even if you showed them all and then started pimping them in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Use Hawaii to start pimping them. Don't pimp them all out and all that. Show us, and we know because we were at Hollywood Week.
Yeah. I didn't like...
We saw some guys sing these killer songs. There were some girls that sang...
Yeah, I would have done more Hollywood Week.
They sang the same song a lot, but we saw such good performances. All the people gone.
Yeah.
They never aired them.
I would have had better songs.
That Michael guy just killed us.
I would have had better...
Cook,
just better
never
songs.
Saw it. Yeah. More songs.
Better songs.
Okay, better songs.
Yeah, because you have people voting, audience voting and stuff, but sometimes I'm invested in the song a lot more than I'm invested in the person.
Okay.
Because I feel like last year's songs had a little bit more interesting vibe to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even the songs from the first season, from Maddie's season. I don't know. I don't feel like I was as invested in the songs this year.
And then all those singer-songwriters, we saw so many. All those original songs.
All those
and
girls.
None of them. It's like they overly stacked it to try to get a girl winner.
No, to get Sam.
Well, they got a girl winner, and then all those girls canceled out.
Sam, yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't know. I would like to see less pimping. Just don't tell me who to vote for. Don't tell me who to vote for.
Yeah.
Okay, you can pimp them. But just wait until we get to Hawaii. Let me decide. You know, you have then more shows, of course. Like I said, we can't. That's what I like to see. I would like to see it go back to normal. I'd like to see it on the stage.
I'd like to go back to the Sunday, Monday.
Even if you went with no audience, have an overnight voting. Don't have real time voting.
Finale, please, overnight.
Just do overnight. It's only fair. Do overnight. Book it 2 nights. You don't have to show something on Monday night. Just get it for Monday night. Okay. Even if it's only an hour.
And then I didn't like. Well, I guess this
do 1 hour of the 5 singing, 1 hour of the finale if you must.
I'd like to see more diversity in the top 20, believe it or not. In the top 10, 14, or whatever, how you ever say it. Because...
When you say more diversity, you mean...
I mean music-wise.
Music-wise.
Mm-hmm. I felt like there were some pop people, but you kind of missed the pop people because it got overtaken by the singer-songwriter.
Well, we talked about that. The judges every year, the judges are very, very big on the singer-songwriters. They're trying to make America... And Katie's always said it. Less karaoke. Like she doesn't like. It's not like she doesn't like that American Idol had all cover songs.
Okay, but I feel like the songs.
He's harped on that a lot. Yeah,
but the singer-songwriter. I feel like the original songs weren't as good as the original songs from the last season and the season before. Those original songs I feel like were better.
That is true too, and I would like to see less stories. You don't need this many. And I know someone did say that on Twitter or Facebook. I read someone goes, "Does everybody have to be a sob story?"
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody has to be a sob story. It's like, what about just the plain old guy that sings and he has a good voice and he works at Target and he has no sob story?
He doesn't make the top 40.
He doesn't have a chance. And we know.
He doesn't.
We know. We saw him go home.
Yeah.
And then we saw Hollywood Week and he's gone. Didn't make it to Hawaii. You know, do we have to have a story? Okay, people like stories. Maybe do half and half.
I like stories.
Maybe do half and half and all that.
If they ever do this, I know they did that Meet the Contestants special or something.
I like that special. Unfortunately, it was done on bad circumstances.
I'd like to have it
be even out.
It could be a regular thing, and it could be an actual thing.
Yeah.
You got 20 contestants, so you spend like 4 minutes on each contestant.
Yeah, have each contestant be fair. Yeah. The voice has done it, so the dance has done it.
Yeah.
Don't show me this clip of a bunch of people that didn't make it. I don't need to see them again.
Yeah, there were joke contestants.
Don't show me that guy who didn't know who Lionel Richie was, who should have been escorted from the building.
He knew who Lionel Richie was.
Yeah.
He was just like...
And the other guy
whatever
singing,
will get me there, because he's trying to tell me... He sat there all the way
all day long, and didn't know who they were.
Didn't find out who they were before then. Yeah. Come on.
I don't need to see these people again.
No, not at all.
You can say they're 3 minutes on someone else and all that. But anyway, overall, they did what they had to do. It was a good season. I still love the show.
I love the show. And I still love the show.
I hope it works out. We're happy for Just Sam. Hopefully she will. Good luck to her. Hopefully she'll get home safe. She said she's going to be going back to New York soon.
Oh.
And she's going to go to New York and, quarantine for 14 days and go see her grandma and her sister and everyone else and all that. And so she was happy about that. When she's going, I don't know. I know she's been doing a little bit of stuff.
And I hope Hollywood Records does something good with her.
Yes.
Takes advantage of what you have. Sign, just do it.
Yeah, you sign the winner. So you're there. You got your A&R person. this is the winner, whether you like it or not, do something.
Yeah.
It would be, we need to get
more.
more.
Because in the past, they've like, oh, this is the winner.
Maddie's album did come out, but they released it a digital.
Yeah, didn't promote it.
You didn't promote
really
it. Lane's album still hasn't came out, although he has had 2 singles.
Although the pandemic could have delayed his business, but though he's supposed to be having a digital tour.
He's doing a digital tour right now.
Somewhere.
But when we saw him back in, because he made it in February, we saw him too. He was there then, and he was still signed and everything, and he was writing songs, and he's in Nashville and all that stuff. So they were writing stuff. Did they just forget about it or all that? Well, anyway, hopefully we'll see Sam and not just. Well, Luke said he would like
not just Sam.
Yeah, I would like
to see Sam.
I would like to see her, but not see her singing the Disney song. We never see her again.
And the Rise Up.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have her singing something else besides that, because last winners only came out to sing the Disney week.
They'll keep that tradition going.
Hopefully they'll have her do something else. But Luke said he would like to see the contestants come back, bring the top 11 of them back, and have them sing a song on the stage and whatever else too.
Yeah.
Have them do a group number.
I'm okay with the video.
Last year's top 11. They got time. We don't know how long we're going to be,
still
inside. We don't know how that's going to interfere with production.
Right.
Because Idol does start. They are doing videos online. Right. We don't know how that's going to work. This whole thing could go the same way. It could be back in the studio without an audience. We really don't know, but we do know there will be a 4th season, a.k.a. season 19.
And we're waiting.
And we will be waiting, and hopefully with the same judging team.
Right.
And hopefully it'll all work out, and that's it.
Yeah, and we'll be back next season.
We'll be back next season.
So you can find me on Twitter at Phyllis_Thomas. Belinda, where can people find you?
You can find me at Belinda's LA Music deciding, can we do We Are the World Part 2?
Please.
Can we get it right? Can you come back and do it again without the graphics? Is this
really a real phone number?
Exactly. At Belinda's LA Music. Closing us out today.
Yes.
We have a song. We have a great song. If you need an original song, we have it for you.
Thank you. Fantastic song.
It's called Eden, written by our good friends, John Morgan and Dave Simiak, and they're going to be playing us out today.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Eden.
Eden. If it ever starts. Here we go, round 2.